I, Philip.
Take thee, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
Take thee, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
That's a scene from The Crown, the Netflix series that gives an intimate look at the lives of Britain's Queen Elizabeth and her husband, Prince Philip, portrayed in the first 2 seasons by actor Matt Smith. Smith is also starring in a vastly different role in a new biopic on controversial photographer Robert Mapplethorpe. I sat down with the actor recently here in New York.
The star and the gun is amazing.
In the Robert Mapplethorpe Gallery of New York's Guggenheim Museum,
I'd never seen this one up close.
actor Matt Smith is studying the artist's work.
That's the one I want in my house at the moment.
Why?
Because just the angle of it is just, I find really satisfying. And weirdly, it's kind of sexy.
Smith has the lead role in the new film, Mapplethorpe.
Photography, it's about light, it's about composition, it's about the personality of the subject. I'm an artist. I would have been a painter, but the camera was invented.
The incendiary photographer who died of AIDS in 1989 shocked even the art world with his gay imagery.
Your work is so raw. We're making history here.
I can't sell this. I can't even show them.
He was a steam train in New York who just had this ferocious talent and capacity for life and amazing work ethic.
What drew you to him?
Well, I liked the fact that he was, how to phrase this, not hugely likable in some instances.
Yeah.
You know, quite singular and uncompromising, cruel, perhaps, at times.
What gives you solace?
Beauty, knowing that my work will outlive me.
I don't think you watch his movie and go, oh my God, Matt Smith does a great Robert Mapplethorpe impression, you know, but hopefully if you know him and his work and his temperament, you'll see a degree of and elements of his spirit come through, which is, you know, a rich, brilliant, defiant one.
His Royal Highness, the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh.
Smith, who just finished playing Prince Philip in the Netflix series The Crown, will next be seen as Charles Manson in the film Charlie Says.
Another one where you go, you know, terrible casting on paper, really, but I'll give it a whirl.
Take the photo.
This happy breed of men, this little world, this blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England.
You've been on a run of playing real people.
I know, it's weird. I don't know why. I've got to stop.
And in the case of Prince Philip,
Yeah.
he's still alive.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he just, you know, he's alive and kicking, man. He's kind of similar to Robert in many ways, because he just doesn't give a flying what's it about anything. I'm 97, I'm going to drive, why not? You know?
When you're playing somebody who might actually be watching you,
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Although Philip, I think, quite famously, someone asked him if he watched The Crown, and he said, don't be ridiculous.
Be firm, just lay down the law. I know Winston Churchill and all that, but remember who you are. You're the Queen of England.
I'm not really the right class for Philip.
you didn't feel that way.
No, I'm not. You know, he's, you know, it's, I'm from a sort of working class British family.
Growing up in Northampton, England, Smith wasn't interested in being an actor at first.
You wanted to be a soccer player.
Footballer.
Yeah.
Is the correct term.
Yes, it is.
When a back injury ended those dreams, a teacher suggested the stage.
What did he see in you?
God knows. I mean, he cast me in a play, and I didn't turn up. And it was in a drama festival at school. And then he rang my mum that summer and was like, I've cast him in 2 things. He said he's going to come to the classes, and he hasn't. Yeah. I'm doing 12 Angry Men. Can you please make sure that he turns up? Yeah. So my mum said to me, look, you should go to this. You should do this. And I did, and then I realised that I quite liked it.
That's a fortuitous turn, isn't it?
Yeah, luck, man. And I had a good teacher.
In 2009, at age 26, Smith shot to stardom in Britain when he was cast as Doctor Who, the 11th actor to play the lead role in the BBC's long-running sci-fi adventure series.
For Doctor Who fans, you were a big surprise.
It was a tricky time.
Yeah.
I'd be walking down the street in London and people would be like, "Oi, don't break Doctor Who!"
You were the youngest person who'd ever gotten the part.
Still am. Yes. I really don't want to lose that one. I don't know why. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just. I don't know, because it's in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's my only real claim to fame.
I thought you were hoping for more children from me.
I am.
Why on earth would you do something like that to your hair?
The Crown would introduce him to an even wider audience. But at first, he was reluctant to take the part.
Honestly, I said, who cares about a show about the royal family? Why?
You're lost in your role and you're lost in yourself.
But then he saw the script and learned his co-star would be Claire Foy as Queen Elizabeth.
I realise that this marriage has turned out to be something quite different to what we both imagined.
Understatement.
And Claire was cast, and I knew sort of how brilliant she was.
Prison.
A lot of people about Philip were like, "Oh, don't you think he's a real," you know? I'm like, no, I love him. I love Prince Philip. When you play someone, you invest in them day to day so much that you can't help go, well, you know, I like him.
Both Smith and Foy were nominated for Emmys last year for The Crown.
Claire Foy, The Crown.
But only Foy took home a statue.
I dedicate this to the next cast, the next generation, and I also dedicate this to Matt Smith.
When she won an Emmy, she thanked you.
Thank you so much.
She did, yeah, she did. And when she won a SAG award.
Yeah.
Thanks, Claire. That's literally, because I never win anything, that's all I can do is thank you on CBS. Cheers, mate.
I like Matt Smith.
I have to like him.
Huge crush now. you liked Prince Philip.
No, I liked him
liked
in his
him?
roles. And I love that he plays real people. He finds that one thing.
Yeah.
The one thing to emulate in them
He's-
so that it makes you feel.
He's very good as Robert Mapplethorpe, and I can't wait to see him as Charles Manson.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.